All right, good evening, everyone. Please rise for the pledge. We're going to ask you to remain standing after the pledge to hear the singing of our national anthem, or the playing of our national anthem. I pledge allegiance
At this time, we'd like to invite up the high school string quartet to play our national anthem. So don't know where they went. Oh, here they are. I know they're here because they set up their stands in the future. Come on out, guys. Okay. Thank you very much to our high school students for a great performance.
All right, I'd like to thank everyone and thank them for the national anthem. It was well done. And reminder that this is a business meeting, and we will have two public comments tonight. One at the beginning of the business items. So all comments at that time will be towards the business items, and then we'll have another one at the end of the meeting if you'd like to discuss or bring up anything that was not part of tonight's agenda. I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Ferris for his report.
Thank you very much, and thank you everyone for coming tonight. And for those of you who are watching online, we have a great evening planned. It's a celebration for some of our great students that are out here in the audience today. But I want to start with around the district. just some really cool things that have been happening, and events and activities that are just phenomenal. So we're going to start with around the district. We're going to then recognize some of our students, and then we're going to do some budget talk about the calendar and some of our preparing for that and our committee reports. So just to start off, I want to congratulate our girls soccer team. The Golden Flashes not only captured their first soccer championship since 2014, but for the first time in history won the Long Island Championship. So let's give them a real round of applause. I have to say that game was a fantastic game. It was 2-0, and Seaford was clawing back, and there was like a last-minute play that the goal was phenomenal. It was a great showing by our girls on that evening. I also want to congratulate our Sayville High School boys golf team, the overall Suffolk County champions. They will be competing in the spring for the Long Island and then hopefully state championships. They do it that way for golf. Also, want to congratulate our girls Suffolk County champion cross country team. This is the 6th time in a row they won the Suffolk County championship. The people compete in the New York State Championships this weekend in Queensbury, so we wish them good luck as they head off looking for another state title. Congratulations to our teams. Also this Friday, the boys varsity football team will be competing in the playoffs, and we're excited for that game as well. I want to take a moment to thank all of our students and staff members and administration who ran Veterans Day activities in our schools this month. They were absolutely phenomenal, and it didn't matter which school. All 5 schools did unique and powerful assemblies, activities, letter writing campaigns, breakfasts for veterans. We had hundreds of veterans come into our schools today for this last week and a half to share their experiences, talk to students, and or just be recognized for their service. And we want to take a moment to thank all of our veterans who serve our country, keep us safe, and allow us to have the education and the freedoms that we have today. So let's give a round of applause for our veterans. Our teachers and staff and students who honor them. Also, this month, we want to just recognize that we had an Athletic Hall of Fame induction. The class of 2025 had an induction about a month ago, but before our last meeting, so we want to recognize them here today. They honored 11 outstanding student athletes and coaches. We also want to point out that one of our very own coaches was recognized as well, who's our softball coach. So I just want to thank all of the people who were involved in that, give them a hand for their inductions to the Hall of Fame. At the high school, we had an outstanding performance, Laughing Stock. I don't know if you got a chance to see it. I went on Friday. It was hilarious. The kids did an amazing job with not only the lighting and the sound and the props, but also just the delivery of comedic lines. And I just want to congratulate our drama program, our Brook Seat players. They did a phenomenal job, and we're really proud of the work they do. We're looking forward to their next performance coming up in the winter. So let's give them a hand. I also want to congratulate our music program. We have so many talented student musicians who performed at Sayville's Fall Fest, and also who traveled and did different things like the Metropolitan Opera this past month to see La Boheme. We had 200 students in the stands at a football game. We had a 4th through 12th grade pep band, and it was absolutely phenomenal. We loved the sound and the music coming from that group, and it was so great to see some of our younger students interacting with our older students and having mentoring and modeling. So we want to thank those students as well. Let's give them a hand. We also want to recognize our students, and these students will be recognized individually at another meeting, at another time with citations, but we had the NISMA All-State Ensembles, our SCMEA All-County Jazz Ensemble groups, players. We have the Niskaymi All-County Ensembles and the LIPSA Ensembles. These are just some of our students here who were recognized, but again, they will be named at a later date and kind of celebrated with honors. We want to thank and congratulate our music students. Our music program, as you even heard tonight, is absolutely phenomenal and continues to be phenomenal. I want to thank our teachers and students for performing. So let's give them a hand. At the Sayville High School, we had an event called Empty Bowls. Students created and sold handcrafted bowls, offering soup to raise money for awareness for hunger relief. This is just another example of our art program, demonstrating the quality of our program in terms of just the work that our students produce, but then using it for civic purpose to help raise awareness and support of the worthy cause, which is hunger on Long Island. So I want to congratulate and thank the teachers and staff and students who are involved in the Empty Bowls project as well. On November 7th, the Sayville District hosted the Special Olympics Unified Leadership Summit. Over 300 students and staff from schools all over Suffolk County attended. Presentations and leadership activities were led by our Sayville students and our staff. I just want to thank our staff and students and the entire district for hosting this event. It's a wonderful event. I was able to see hundreds of people coming from all over Long Island. There were 14 districts involved. It just shows another example of the leadership that Sayville takes in terms of Special Olympics and inclusivity and leadership within our schools. So let's congratulate all the people involved in that. And just yesterday, the Sayville High School celebrated its athletes. We had a college signing day honoring student athletes who committed to continue their academic and athletic careers at the collegiate level. Surrounded by family, coaches, and peers, these athletes were recognized for their hard work, dedication, and accomplishments both on and off the field. So we just want to give a hand to those students who committed to playing collegiate sports in the future. So again, great job for that. At the middle school, we welcome motivational and mental health speaker Jordan Toma, who shared with our students, his own story of overcoming learning differences, anxiety, and dyslexia, to inspire young people to see their challenges as strengths. Students listen to how resilience, self-belief, and showing up can lead to great things no matter where they start. And I just think that this whole auditorium was filled with middle school kids for a good amount of time, and they were just completely engaged with Mr. Toma, who gave a message that your experiences, your weaknesses, your challenges may actually be your greatest strengths. And I think it was an inspiring message. Even afterwards, he was surrounded by kids who just wanted to keep talking to him. So I want to thank the PBS department and the middle school for continuing to promote strides-focused activities for the schools. And finally, as you can see from the set design, we're not just here as a board, but we're also sharing a stage with the middle school because they will be performing Grease, the school version. That will take place on November 21st, 22nd, and 23rd at 7 p.m. right here in this auditorium. We just want to encourage as many people to come see it. As good as the high school players were, the middle school players are going to be fantastic, and we look forward to a really fantastic show. So Grease is the word, and we hope you come out and see that. And that kind of summarizes what's going on around the district just as these last month, since the last time we had a business meeting. As you know, we focus as a district on pushing and promoting outcomes for students, whether they're independent learners, caring citizens, communicators, collaborators, critical thinkers, or just having joyful experiences in our schools. These are the things that are important to us. These are the things that we celebrate. And we have some students here tonight who are basically exemplifying that in some way or another. So at this time, I'd like to bring forth our high school principal to share some awards. That would be Ms. Stephanie Brigger.
Good evening. It's a pleasure to be here tonight to celebrate the accomplishments of our students. I'd like to extend my gratitude to the Board of Education for this opportunity. At this time, I'd like to introduce Mr. Rick Caskey, our incredibly dedicated RISE technology teacher, who is here this evening to recognize several of our highly motivated students with a strong passion for science and engineering. Welcome, Mr. Caskey.
Thank you, Ms. Bricker. The following students are deserving of this recognition because they are self-driven, self-motivated, and passionate about science and engineering. They go above and beyond by not only choosing to participate in the research program, but seeking opportunities beyond the classroom to further their knowledge in their chosen research topic. Their drive comes from the knowledge that they can plan ahead for the future, for future careers that may later lead to improving the overall quality of life of others. The students who come into our programs really do an amazing job because they're not really just thinking about the now, but thinking about the days beyond when they after they graduate. Tonight, I'd like to begin by recognizing two of our students who participated in the Long Island Science Congress, a science and engineering competition. Mr. Wesley Jones and Mr. Max Person. We are proud to congratulate Wesley Jones and Max Person for their outstanding work and dedication in representing our district at the Long Island Science Congress that was held on April 8th, 2025. All students earned an honorable mention for their projects. Wesley Jones, an athlete and a basketball player, worked on a project titled "Can Improve Ankle Brace and Reduce the Risk of Injury to Basketball Players." From his own experience, he wanted to go above and beyond and try to address issues that basketball players deal with so that future injuries do not cause future time off the court. Max Person, his project titled "Can Wind Flow Resistance on a Vehicle Be Harnessed to Create Regenerative Energy?" is a project that he still currently works on and puts extra time into because he is looking to develop vehicles that don't really have to be reliant on gasoline going forward, and wants to get every drop of energy out of those electric vehicles as much as possible. Please make your way to the stage. I just want to point out, our research students invest hours in the lab working above and beyond, and just amazing. Okay, so our next group is three students, Gary Ginty, Brady O'Donoghue, and Daniel Yazinski. So each year, the Northwell Health Medical Marvels Competition offers a challenge to high school students to try to solve a real-world problem that essentially every year they come up with something different. This past year, our students competed at the Feinstein Institute on their project called "Mitigating the Negative Effects of Social Media on Adolescents Through Improved Practices." Schools from all over the island are given this challenge. Sayville stepped up to that challenge, and our students presented amazingly, did a wonderful job, and I'm impressed by the hard work they do. One thing I do want to mention about these students is this wasn't their main project. They also worked on a separate project at the same time. So they were actually tackling two projects at once. And the current project they're working on is one that is trying to promote community and trying to allow students to find more opportunities involving community service. So that's, again, it was an amazing job, amazing leadership by the group. Please come up to the stage, Gary Ginty, Brady O'Donoghue, and Dan Yazinski. So as previously mentioned before, it's our students who are part of Sayville High School that are above and beyond. There's not a student that is not with a number of individuals outside of school that they're not, again, a part of. One of these programs was introduced a few years ago for the Rise Tech program, but we also have students that are outside the Rise Tech program who are part of this program as well. This is called the ACE Mentor Program at Gray New York. The ACE Mentor Program is a free after-school program that introduces high school students to careers in architecture, engineering, and construction. Students work collaboratively with industry professionals, gaining hands-on experience in design and construction management while developing and presenting a team project at the end of the season. It has been a wonderful experience for many of our students, and this program has continued on and has had really great attendance from our students. And the best part is that the opportunities presented by the ACE Mentorship Program offers scholarships for students that are committed to the program, and it's just a number of wonderful, wonderful opportunities. We're very proud to recognize the following students for being part of the ACE Mentorship Program. Joseph Albertelli, Audrey Schull, Mia Shuddy, and Chloe Radowitz. Please make your way up. Okay, so my last student I would like to recognize is Kenneth Roof. I want to talk about this a little bit because Kenneth had a very, we've gone through a lot of different projects in the Rise Tech program. And one day, Ken came in and started explaining to me a mathematics problem. And I was like, hold on a second. Went to a file cabinet and I pulled out something called the Riemann hypothesis, which, to be honest with you, I don't understand. But the moment I gave it to Ken, he was like, oh yeah. And I was like, okay, you need to go to B&O. So the moment I saw that, I'm like, okay, let's talk and let's discuss your project. I want to just discuss that Kenneth invested his time in the summer attending the Brookhaven National Laboratory Summer High School Research Program. And the time invested in that, the time spent doing it, Kenneth worked and conducted original research on a project called The Effect of Enrichment on Nuclear Fuel Performance with another peer from Deer Park High School and a mentor from Brookhaven National Laboratory. And he found the experience to be amazing and wonderful. And this was his happy place, and I rarely see him smile, but this was very good. So this was a perfect fit for him. So I'm so glad it really worked out. But I would like to recognize Kenneth for being a part of the Brookhaven National Laboratory Summer High School Research Program, and please make your way up to the stage.
Okay, tonight we're also here to recognize some very special Girl Scouts. We're proud to recognize Zoe Lazarus and Emma Klein, members of for earning their Girl Scout Silver Award, an achievement earned by only about 10% of Girl Scouts. Inspired by a 7th grade science trip to Foster Avenue Park, Zoe and Emma noticed the need for more garbage cans and an easy way for visitors to help keep the area clean. Partnering with Relic Art and Sustainability, they created the first beach cleanup station in the town of Islip and also built a sharing shelf where children can borrow and share sand toys. Their project involved more than 50 hours of fundraising, planning, and hands-on work, and it has already received wonderful feedback from local families. We are so proud of Zoe and Emma for their creativity, leadership, and dedication to making a difference in our community. Congratulations, Zoe and Emma, on this outstanding achievement.
Go ahead. Any board members want to comment? Feel free.
You have to turn the bottom on first.
I just wanted to say that I had emailed Ms. Bricker about some of the projects that were done. And Kenneth Ruff's science project is one of the most amazing things I've ever read. The enrichment of uranium and the possibilities that it could have. So to think that a high school kid dedicated the summer to that, I was really impressed with that. It was, if you ever get a chance to just peruse it was fascinating stuff. To think that it was a kid from our town that was able to put that together was incredible.
I want to take a moment to thank all of our students who are awarded tonight. Let's give them one more round of applause. We're going to be transitioning to the remainder of our business meeting at this time, so if you want to take a moment, if you have homework or things to do as a student to leave now, you can. If you'd like, you can come up closer and or stay for the remainder of the meeting. Okay, the next part of this meeting is just going to be kind of an update from our Assistant Superintendent for Business, Mr. Bartels. He's going to go over the budget calendar and also just give us an update from the Budget Advisory Committee, which took place earlier today.
Thank you, Dr. Ferris. So we are in the process of putting the budget together for next year already. On November 11th, we will have our budget priorities discussion along with another financial update on where we stand so far this year. December 11th. January 15th, we will have another budget status update. On February 12th, we will begin our budget discussions. We'll start with the tax cap presentation. On March 5th, we'll have a second budget presentation, and on March 12th, we'll have a third budget presentation. On April 21st, we'll have a preliminary budget hearing, and as the last time, we'll be able to make any changes to the budget before the budget is approved by the board. On May 12th, we will have our official budget hearing, which we are required to have by the state, but it will be the final presentation, and we'll not be able to make any more changes at that time. And it culminates on May 19th with the budget vote and election. As far as the Budget Advisory Committee, we had another good discussion today. We spoke about issues with the tax cap, external pressures like health insurance premiums and employer retirement contribution rates, and internal pressures like bargaining union contracts, special education needs and placements, and keeping up with different technology changes. There have been some really good questions, and I think it's been a very positive experience for all the committee members.
Thank you, and I appreciate the fact that I know you're appreciating the fact that we're starting this process early. We're going to talk about it often. You're going to get updates throughout the year, and we're looking forward to having a sound process for this that is very transparent with the community and leads to us maintaining and continuing the great programs that we have here in Sayville. Any questions from the board about any details? Okay, great. I'm going to turn it back over to Ms. Sarni for the Board of Ed portion of the meeting.
Okay, since the last meeting, we had 2 correspondence emails. One of them was recognizing one of our teams and the amazing work both the coaches and students did in the ISF race and the support that they gave to the children and adults that ran that race. Also as another one in recognition of the wonderful work from our security team, specific to one security guard. So those are the two correspondences that we received. In December, we'll be recognizing our fall sports teams, correct? Okay. Where was I? Sorry. Okay, board discussion. On the agenda for board discussion, first is training opportunities. So there's a Nassau Suffolk Board webinar, Navigating Rocky Legal Waters. It's on December 10th from 6 to 7:30. If any of us would like to attend that, just please let Julie know. Okay, so we'll let Julie know by email. SEPTA kudos, Desmond, I think that was you.
Sure. The special education PTA every month does this thing that's called monthly kudos. And if I could just take 1 second just to read what it's about. It's they take notice of the many wonderful acts by staff members as well as students in our schools, whether it's offering words of encouragement, giving one's personal time to support students with special needs. We ask that you celebrate these individuals, adults or students, by nominating them because you feel that they impact special education in a positive way. This is something that they do every month. I was wondering if it was something that we could acknowledge as well. At an event like this, when we're acknowledging like the other students and things like that, it would just be one extra person per month. And I think it would go a long way in culture changing as far as recognizing. I love that it could potentially be a student that has done something nice or gone out of their way, or it could be a TA or somebody that has just gone above and beyond for that population. I loved the idea when they presented it at the SEPTA meeting that I attended, and I thought it would be great to bring. I understand that's something that we would have to discuss, but I just wanted to talk about it as a group because I do think that it's a wonderful idea and it's something great that they do, and I think it would go a long way. Thanks.
Desmond, I just want to agree with you. I think it's a wonderful idea. I thank you, SEPTA, for doing that. And we should probably discuss with the SEPTA leadership the way they would like to see it rolled out best. They might have some opinion as well, but I do think that publicly giving that recognition would be a good idea. And anybody else want to comment? Kelly agrees.
That sounds like great.
I think it's a great idea because it's part of inclusivity, which is very important.
Absolutely. Okay, next is the claims audit report. Any comments or questions? No, all good? Okay. Moving right along. Opening for public comment on items on the agenda. Is anybody here to speak tonight about agenda items? Okay, seeing nobody, I'm going to move on to our agenda items. Can I just take one? Okay, motion to approve 6.01 through 7.06. Motion Kelly, second Tom, discussion?
Motion 706, the donation.
Yes.
I just want to thank the public.
Yes,
Thank you to Lincoln Avenue PTA for that donation.
yes, thank you to Lincoln Avenue PTA for that donation. Every bit counts, and any scholarship program, you know how much money we give away every year to support our students is amazing. So we do give a big shout out to them. Any other discussion?
I just had a question on 7.4 for Robert. I'm sure it's an easy answer. I just didn't understand the insufficient funds detailed description in some of those areas. The first one was like base rentals needed for elementary, and it's like insufficient funds. So I understand it's like a transfer, but
just the budget.
So that code.
so that was the reason for the transfer.
Correct.
Okay, all right, perfect. Thanks.
Okay, all in favor? Motion carries. All right, taking a motion for 801 through 804. Wait, can I go all the way to 9.2? My computer's 9.3. So 801 to 9.03. Motion Tom, second Chris. Discussion? No? All in favor? Okay. Upcoming dates. So we have a lot of things coming up. Middle school, as Dr. Ferris mentioned earlier, will be here in the middle school, November 20, 21, and 22. They'll be doing Greece. All of those are at 7 p.m. Following that, we will have our Thanksgiving recess. Schools are closed, 26, 27, and 28. December 3rd is the Sunrise Drive Winter Concert. December 8th is the Cherry Avenue Winter Concert, which is here at the middle school. December 9th is the middle school Winter Forest Concert at 7 p.m. December 10th is the Lincoln Avenue Winter Concert, also here at the middle school. And then our next business meeting will be here on December 11th at 7:30. Any comments or questions? Okay. Last public comment, if you have something to say that is not to the agenda, or even if it is to the agenda but isn't, anybody looking to get up to speak tonight? Okay, seeing nobody, I am going to ask for a motion to close the meeting. Motion Tom, second Kathy, discussion, all in favor? All right. Good night, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody.